What is this H&M?
It is like wearing a teddy bear. I'm a teddy bear. Hey, it's Diana and welcome to my thrift store haul, all dresses edition. These are dresses that I've picked up over the past few months, and some of them as recently as yesterday. And some of them are very standard, and I'm going to style them the way that I would style them. And some of these dresses are totally weird, and I'm going to attempt to style them in a way that I actually could wear them and would want to wear them. So let's see what happens, because I honestly don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be fun though. Let's go. Okay, I'm going outside of my comfort zone a little bit here. This is really short and crazy. It's so short, I had to put on these leggings, or people call them tights now, I think. There's no way I'd wear something this short these days. But it's pretty fun. It's a little too crazy for me. So I also had found this Zara jacket to throw over it. Now this I can wear. This I can get behind. I can do this. This is pretty fun. In fact, this might be something new for me. Something a little bit outside of the box. I don't think I would go without the jacket. But yes. Without, I feel like I'm right back in the 90s, and you know, I lived through it the first time. We don't need to do that again. But you know what I really would do is, I don't think I would wear these red shoes. I think they're a little much. I think what I would do is wear my motorcycle boots. These are gonna make the short skirt feel a little less sexy and precious. What do we think about this? I kind of like this. This feels good. This feels right. I would wear this. I like the way the patterns mix. You might not be comfortable pattern mixing. I think I'm going to do an entire different video on pattern mixing. But this black and white is found in the jacket, and that's why it works. If you want to know. Here's a color I don't often pick. It's kind of a maroon, but you know, I love florals, so there's a bunch of reds and greens and blues in here, and it's a pretty standard dress. Buttons down the front, has its own belt. I'm just wondering like what kind of shoes I would normally put with this, and I think it's going to require some boots that go up under the hem. Okay, now the reason I chose these is because then there's no space in between, and it's like a nice clean line. Still pretty standard. Let's suppose it's fall or winter, and I want to throw a sweater over this. We'll try two different kinds of sweaters. Okay, first we're going to try kind of a taupe, thick wool sweater, cardigan. Oh, I already like it. I already like this a lot. This is really comfortable and really cute for winter. It's probably a little bit longer than it should be. It should be probably something that's up here. But I could button it to do that. Let's try it. This is a really chunky sweater. I don't know if it's going to obey, but we're going to give it a try. Well, if I had more time and I cared more, I would button it in a way that actually looked good, and it might create a little bit of lift. This is a great color for this dress. I like this a lot with these boots. Let's try black. Let's try a giant black cardigan, sweater coat. What do you want to call this? This is probably the right choice because it's the same length as the dress. It shows off the dress. Well, this is actually quite nice. What would happen if I added black to the middle as well? I mean, it's unnecessary. There's a belt here. I was just thinking, what if I wanted to tie that in the back and put on this black belt that I love and is very versatile? How about that? That's a good winter look. I like that. And I feel like the dress really shines like this. This is probably how I should wear it and how I will wear it. Not bad for my very standard floral dress. This is a dress that I would like to call my vintage nightmare. Why? Because it's kind of horrible. I know some people are going to say, it's cute! It's from the 80s. It comes with its own horrible plastic belt that matches perfectly. It comes with these ill-shapen shoulder pads. I'm going to do my best to make this look as good as I can. But I think the worst thing about this dress, the thing that I hate the most, is this big button. Why are we doing this? Why is this button so big? So I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to style this in a way that I can either tolerate and hopefully enjoy and really hopefully love. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, this dress. This is like 80s working woman dream dress. I'm going to immediately get rid of this horrible plastic belt. And I also hate this giant button. I never want to see it again in my life. So I'm going to unbutton, and I think I'm just going to leave this. Ooh, that was too many buttons. Not that many buttons. Yeah, okay. This gives me a little space up here. We need a new belt. My trusty black belt that snaps in the back and creates shape in whatever dress I choose. What do we have? What do we have? How are we looking? This is going to take some management here. Well, I can tolerate it. So, you know, it's not bad like this. It's not my favorite item I've ever bought. Not at all. But I can tolerate it like this. And, you know, it's kind of giving me this hyper feminine shape. It's all right. It's all right. It's very 80s. It's very... what if I do something interesting up here? What should I do? I can either do something really 80s, and I can go with this crazy beaded necklace. Let's see. Now that is too much. That makes me feel weird, and I don't really like it. Don't like it. Take it off immediately. I just had a whole string of beads fall off that necklace. And now I have to clean it up. But not right now. Not in this dress. I'm going to put on my nice gold peachy choker. I think this is going to be a nice addition. Nice and subtle, complementary to my skin tone. Okay, going out to dinner in the 80s, or now, you know, if I just commit to it, I'm sure that it would work. Not my favorite, not the worst thing I've ever seen, but definitely more on that side than my favorite. The color grew on me a little bit. I didn't like the color at first. It's all right. Just all right. I know somebody out there is going to be excited about it, but it ain't me. It's not me. Okay, get ready. This is a weird one, and I knew it was weird when I picked it up, and that's why I picked it up, because we're going to see if we can make it work. It has one shoulder. You can see that. I think this might be one of those dresses that people order off the internet, and then when they get it, they're like, oh no, and they take it to the thrift store, and then somebody buys it and puts it on YouTube. Let's check it out. It's pretty vibrant. What do you think? Am I going to a wedding? Am I going to a garden party? It's kind of pretty, but it is a lot. It's a lot. This dress is so much. And as much as I'd like to say, I know exactly where to wear this. This is perfect because it's very fun to wear. I have no idea where I'd wear this. If you can think of some place to wear this, please put it in the comments, because I don't know. I can't even think of any way to tone this down. It's a sort of lavender and bright pinky red, which, you know, is not a bad color combination on me. I never thought of putting those two together. What should I do with it? I'm going to spin around in it, okay? Let's just check out the fabric. There you go. What do you think? I'm actually kind of digging it. When you have a neckline like this, you can't wear a necklace. This is the necklace. This is everything. You can't try to do anything with it except show it off, so you just go for it. I am wearing my earrings from Chinatown. They're a beautiful porcelain white and blue bead. Oh, I love these. Let's see if I can spin them around a little bit. Can you believe these were only $5? My ear might fall off, but I love them. I'm going to go ahead and swap out the ear wires for gold so I don't lose my ear. But wow, I just think this is a cool combination. Very cute, very fun. Give me somewhere to go. I got nowhere to go. You know what? My entire closet is filled with things from Zara, and none of it I bought brand new. All of it's from the thrift store, including this dress, which is a lot of red, but you know, it's a nice color red that is not too overpowering. So what is weird about it, it's got this kind of roomy shape. And sometimes that works. You know, sometimes you're not trying to show off all the goods, but I don't feel like it flatters me. I do think it's really working with these nude heels, because when you've got a red dress, you really have to let the red dress be the thing, you know? So I think what I would do, I already pre-selected this scarf for this dress, is I would wear my Indian hand-printed scarf with this dress. And it will complement the colors, and it will give me a little bit of coverage up here. So if I were going to wear this without the belt, I think I might wear it like this. And that's pretty fun and nice. But honestly, this roomy shape, it makes me feel a little like a sail blowing in the breeze. So I think what I'll do is I'll find a sash to tie around here. So I found this black satiny sash that sometimes I use to cinch in dresses such as this. And this is already working way, way better. Okay, now this gives me shape and some dimension here. I do like this fun hemline. I'm not usually an asymmetrical hemline person, but I do think that this is quite fun and festive. And I think that if I paired this with anything except for nude heels, if I try to do black shoes, it's going to be like, hello, I'm black shoes. And if I try to do black boots, I'm going to look like a pirate. So this is what we're doing. We're doing nude heels. And what do you think? Zara is definitely my friend. I have never owned anything like this in my life. This is outside of my comfort zone. It is very pretty, but it's outside of my comfort zone. Not very comfortable. Here we go. It's so gold. It is so very gold. And I on purpose bought this size too large. This probably should fit more snugly, but I don't like that. So I did not do that. I bought this size because I thought I might actually be able to find a way to use this. And I really wanted to get this to explore what kind of jewelry and shoes and accessories you might need to wear a dress such as this. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that would require a dress like this. But I think what works best is if you're going to wear a gold dress, you wear gold tone jewelry. So I have my little coin necklace here. I have my beautiful gold and diamond bracelet on here that I wear this with everything. This is a great bracelet. And I'm still wearing these earrings. You would think that I would have changed them by now. Maybe with this dress I would, so maybe I will. Well, I could go all the way with these gold dangly earrings, or I could just go without, which I actually think is much classier. What do you think? Crazy. Yeah, you know what? Classy. So I think maybe just a little gold stud or a little diamond stud in there might be really the answer. I think that could be very pretty with this dress. Okay, so we're going without the crazy earrings. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. And I don't know if you were to go outside what kind of jacket you would wear with this. But I'm pretty happy with the gold tone on my skin tone. But again, you know, I don't have any place to wear it. I wish I did. It's actually quite pretty. I love the nude see-through sleeves and all the sequins. Very fun. Well, that was a fun little experiment. This here is a very standard green dress with somewhat wide straps and buttons down the front, and it comes with its own little belt. And this is not exactly a color that I pick often, but it turns out that it's pretty good. I like it. It's a little bit like Peter Pan. I don't know. I feel like a forest creature in it, but I'm a good forest creature. It's pretty. So let's see how I can style this to make this prettier. The first thing I would do is I would take off this standard belt and I would choose a contrasting leather belt because this is actually a very cheap dress. It's a cheap brand, it's a cheap fabric, but I think the leather belt can class it up a little bit and make it look a little more expensive. And yes, that worked. And then of course, I think I'm going to try to throw on a little silk scarf. That's a nice combination. I really like that. And if I were going to wear this and I needed something on my arms, I might just pick a kind of a short cardigan. This one might work, I don't know. This is all an experiment. Oh yeah, I like how this matches with my scarf. And if I creatively button these buttons, I can magically make it a little more short in the front. Let's see how this pans out. Kind of want to see that belt. That. Then I'm a little bit warmer because not everybody lives in Southern California like I do. But I think that this green dress was a nice surprise. A nice color, it's a nice shape, and it fit well for something so cheap. It's a nice length too. I like when things are right there below my knee. Well, I can tell you that I already like this. I already like this fuzzy teddy bear sweater. I kept my scarf on from the previous dress and the necklace because I thought they went well. But I don't like these shoes. These shoes are the nude pumps that I was using for everything, and in this case, I really don't like it. It's just too standard, and there's no edge to it at all. So I'm going to say no. No. Now that is a good pairing. I really like these brown boots, but I think what it's missing is a little shape. So I'm going to go get one of my brown leather belts. This is one of my favorites. It's got a lot of wear and tear on it. I got it at the thrift store, of course. Very old belt for somebody, so they got rid of it, but I like it because it looks old. Now I don't think I need this scarf anymore. Yeah. Okay. I like it with this big open neckline. It's very nice because it's kind of a chunkier fabric, and this is a chunkier belt, and these are chunky boots. But I really like this pairing for fall or winter. This is a good combination. Look at the texture on this. It is like wearing a teddy bear. I am a teddy bear. I'm a teddy bear. I styled this with my basic gold jewelry, the gold bracelet that I love, that goes with everything, the gold ring that goes with everything, and this colorful pendant necklace, which I'll try to show you. I made this pendant because I love the colors in it, and sometimes I just want a lot of color. And these are really beautiful glass beads on a gold chain. And here's my ring with it and my bracelet. Put it on this side. well, with something this neutral and black, in fact, I think it might be leopard print. And in that case, I'm 45, and sometimes women my age, when they wear leopard print, it kind of ages them. And I know I'm gonna get some people fighting me for that. I wear leopard print, but I think you have to be careful how you use it. It can work as a neutral. You just don't want to go overboard. This dress might be going overboard. There's my disclaimer. Sometimes it's good for these low necklines to have a nice Y-shaped necklace like this one. I did make this one, so I don't exactly know how to tell you where to shop for one, except for in my jewelry shop. But it's nice because it kind of fills up this area here. I think I'm just going to put in some normal gold dangly leaf cutout earrings here. And we're going to see what I'm wearing because I don't exactly understand what I'm wearing. So I put on some leggings and I put on some square-toed heeled boots. I thought this was a dress, but it's something else. What is this? What is this, H&M? Can you explain to me what this is? I kind of like it though. I don't know if I would wear it just like this. It's kind of a muumuu. I would probably put a thin black belt on, so I'm going to find one of those. So even though this is not a dress, it reads like a dress, and I really like it belted like this. You know, if you want more room, of course you don't need to belt it. It's designed to not be belted. But I really do like a little more shape. So this is a very comfortable item, whatever it is. Muumuu, a tunic, I don't know what you would call it. Not exactly a dressette with this cut in it. But you know what? It's kind of fun and allows me to wear some stretchy pants, which are always comfortable and always good if you want to be active. Not bad. And you know, H&M is cheap to buy even when you buy it at the store, but you don't need to. There's so much H&M and clothes of that level at the thrift store that you might as well try it out secondhand. Sometimes even these cheap items, they turn out looking pretty good if you accessorize them correctly. The leather belt usually helps step it up a bit. Well, what do we have here? We have another H&M dress, but this one was new with tags at the thrift store. And what was I just saying about you can find H&M at the thrift store? Not telling you what to buy brand new, or maybe I am. Guys, I find so much Zara and H&M at the thrift store. It's just a fantasy land of cheap clothing, secondhand. But some of the items are actually really good and well designed. And I kind of like this one here. It's a long, silky dress. And I'm wearing it with my square-toed boots. And you know, because I was lazy, I left my leggings on. And you know what? I actually really like that because it makes everything really slippery. Like I could just slip and slide around all day. So the thing that I really like about this dress is it's adjustable on the waist. So there's a tie on this side, and I'm going to tie it up to my size, and then this one's already tied. So it actually brings the shape in for me. There's a lot of strings everywhere. I'm not sure how I feel about all of these strings. But, you know, I think that this is a good chance to show off an earring like this. And I think it's very pretty. And I also think that it would work to put a big sweater over it. I feel like this is a really good winter dress. So you might sometimes want to put a cardigan over it. I have a giant cardigan here. I think that this is a good combination for winter. Very pretty, and I like how the skirt kind of floats out of the back of it there. I think this is a pretty print too. I've seen a lot of this fabric floating around, a lot of these H&M pieces floating around. And I always admired the art on this fabric. It has trees and mountains, and I thought it was very nice. Very nice choice, H&M. Thank you for making this silky dress. I'm going to put these earrings back on. And I'm going to put this glass necklace back on. Because look what I have on. I have on a dress that's gonna make me a little bit nutty, guys, because look at the color. Not only that, it has birds on it. Not only that, it has this wonderful detail around the waistline. It has a wonderful floaty fabric that's just incredible. And I got it in Paris at that resale shop that I got all my silk scarves. It weighs nothing, so you know it cost nothing, but it's such a wonderful vintage dress from the 90s. And it's so thin, I feel like I'm going to burst through it every time I put it on, so I'm always very careful with it. But I love it just the way it is. I love it just like this, but I would like to style it a couple different ways for you guys. What I do like to do with this dress is pick out a nice scarf. I'm just going to grab one. And I'm going to grab my scarf that has all the birds on it. This is too much birds. Too many birds, guys. Don't be the crazy bird lady. That spot's already taken by me. So that's kind of fun. It might be a little much for people. It's a little theatrical with all of this going on, but I think it's pretty fun. And I also think that a much smaller scarf would be easier to wear. Let's do this delicate little blue one. Look how easy that is to wear. All these blue colors, all these green colors together, just wonderful. So I'm just excited to show you this dress. And I also want to tell you a horrible story about it. Should I try some boots just to see what that looks like? Okay, so these boots create more of a fall look, which I like. And if it's going to be fall, I'm not going to have my bare arms, so I'm going to find a nice chunky sweater to wear. I like this taupe cardigan that's nicely made with a nice thick wool. It's a little bit scratchy, but that's what you get with wool. Wool is wonderful to wear. Hey, this is nice. I like this outfit. I like how this is going. I might not need this scarf. Actually, I think I do need the scarf. So I'm going to put that back on. I think that I would just enjoy this as it is. I think that this is actually a nice fall outfit. So what's the horrible story, you ask? This is so embarrassing. So when you buy vintage clothing, sometimes it needs a little help. It needs a little sewing up or help with a seam or buttonholes. It needs help with its loose buttonholes, which was the case here. So I'm traveling. I'm in Paris by myself. I pick up this beautiful dress. Of course I'm excited. And then I go out to eat that evening by myself. I wear my beautiful dress with a cute jean jacket and some sneakers, feeling so awesome. And I'm eating out on the street like a Parisian, having a wonderful time. And I notice that people are looking at me when they walk by. And I didn't think I looked that good for everybody to be looking at me, but I just kept eating. Later on, I realized that this dress had some very loose buttonholes, and I had basically been eating on the street with my bra kind of hanging out, and that's why people were looking at me. And I felt very silly, but as an American, they think we're all silly, so whatever. I'm just gonna take that and run with it. But when I came home, you better bet that I have tightened up these buttonholes because I need to wear this and not show off my bra. What we have here is some sort of mauve, really basic dress. I mean, who can't wear this dress? This dress is going to require more of a either no necklace because of this high V, or kind of a choker situation like this little peachy gold necklace that I have. I think that'll be nice. Okay, now I could totally wear this as a fall outfit, but It's actually boring. I find it super boring. Let's experiment here. Silver loafers, boring. Comfortable, boring. Nude heels, boring. Boring, boring. Very flattering, boring. Well, here we're stumbling into something. The sweetness of this kind of mauve-y pink dress is really kind of what is so boring to me. But maybe adding some black elements might help. So I'm going to go bring out that sash that I used. So this is a black silky sash that I keep around for accessorizing. And what I'm going to be doing is creating a little kind of necklace out of it. And now I don't need my gold necklace. And you know what? I really like this. I like this combination. This is nice. Here we are up close. I had a friend who, he plays in a rock band, and he says, I really want a long, skinny scarf. Where do I find a long, thin scarf? And I said, probably on the internet, and I typed in long, thin scarf. And lo and behold, there were a bunch of long, thin scarves. But you know what they are called? They're actually called the useless scarf, which I think is hilarious. So it's kind of something from the 90s where ladies, like supermodels, would wear this long, thin scarf that does nothing. It doesn't keep you warm. It's not that decorative. It's just this piece of fabric that goes around. The useless scarf. I'm wearing the useless scarf and I like it. Look at this. Cute. Cute enough. I like it. I would wear this. I was thinking I would not wear this dress because it was so boring, but with the black, I like it a lot. So this dress is pretty fun. It's got color, it's got volume, it's got pom-poms. Isn't that crazy? This is a crazy dress. I didn't really mean to still be wearing these black boots. This is a fun dress. And it's really well made. And it was originally sold at Anthropologie, which I love. This is a great quality dress. And you know what? I wouldn't normally wear these black boots with it, but it gives me a chance to try to winterize it. And I think that would be fun. So let's see what we can put over this to make it more wintry. I do have an oversized trench coat here. Hey, that's cute. Okay, so what we're gonna do is maybe push up the sleeves. I like this because it has this really fun, crazy inside, and it's warm enough to be wearing in the fall and winter. It is missing some jewelry. I would like to talk a little bit about the oversized trench coat. Oversized trench coat, so cool to have. You can throw it over almost anything and it works. Oversized trench coat feels awesome. And when something feels awesome and looks cool with everything, you might want to think about owning something like this. What do you think? So I am wearing a necklace now. That helps. But I almost feel like still something's missing. Let's try a scarf. We're going to try this little red one. Why not? Let's see what happens. Well, guys, this is the final piece. What do you think? Would you wear this in the fall, in the winter, this bright summer pom-pom dress? I think I might. I think it looks pretty good. So that was a lot of dresses. That was a whole lot of dresses to try on and style, and it was a whole lot of work, but it was so fun, and thank you for being here with me. I think it's always worth it to do these try-on videos because each time I try on new colors and new pairings that I never did before, and I find something new that I really like. So let's do this again sometime. See you next time.